Hello friends and dear students. Welcome to Self Study. I am Dr. Raj, your online learning partner. Today I have brought to you the last lesson from Flamingo by CBSE English Code 301. This is part 1, the introductory part of the lesson. For the ease of analysis, I have divided the whole chapter into 4 parts: introductory part, discussion part, practice part and production part. For the sake of getting updates regularly from our side, please do subscribe to the channel so that I can keep you providing videos all the time. If you are a student of class 12 and you are going to appear in the examination, please do go through all the videos in detail. It will help you prepare your English core without any teacher's assistant. Even if you are going to a school and having a regular class, these videos will provide you additional assistance so that you will be able to do even better in your classrooms. For my fellow friends and teachers, you can provide these videos to the students so that they can get updated of all the details that is there discussed in detail about the chapter. So let us begin. In this introductory part, I'll prepare you for the classes. Here, a few things you need to remember. Alphonse Daudet is a French novelist, so the story must be moving around France. And he talks about the background of the story. He talks about Franco-Prussian War that took place between 1870 and 1871. And in that war, there were two armies, two sides. One side was just France and the other side was Prussia. Prussia consisted of Germany, Poland and parts of Austria. So at one side was France and the other side was Prussia, including 3 countries. So it was natural that France will not be able to hold up against these 3 countries, and as a result France lost many of its army people and many of its area also. So France lost 2 districts. The districts are Alsace and Lorraine. These districts were captured by German soldiers and Prussian soldiers, and they became a part of Germany. Now, what kind of impact it is going to have on the life of common people, that is discussed in this story. You have a map over here. You can see the red point in the first map, the almost orange point. You have written Alsace and Lorraine. They are the part of the France which have become the part of Germany. The detailed map is given in map 2. You can refer to that, how these 2 areas have been further subdivided. Now a few things you need to remember over here. First thing is the role of language in our lives. First thing you need to know is language is our identity. What I mean by language is your identity is that wherever you go, you are identified first by your language. As soon as you open your mouth, you reveal where in the world you are from. For example, if you go to the West and you talk to any stranger, they can tell you by your accent or by the tone you speak that you are an Indian. So it's very clear, is language your identity. Language binds the nation, the people. So it's language that binds the people of the area, because people get united through the common language that they speak, or it draws a line of demarcation between them. Sometimes it also demarks, like we are Indians, they are Pakistani, Chinese, Bangladeshi. So it's also language also draws a line of demarcation, or draws brings people together, unites people together of a nation. Third is, nowadays people are not giving as a that much request which they used to give earlier to their mother tongue, especially because of influence of the westernization. They think that okay, one language is okay, English they focus on quite often, but then that is under the impact of westernization. But this importance on mother tongue has reduced in the last few years. It's rightly said, when something is close to us, we take it for granted. But when it is snatched away from us, then we realize its worth and we are left with nothing but repentance. This phrase is very true to the story. We are going to discuss how this is true over here. See, when things are with us, we consider okay, this is with us, we have plenty of time, we'll do it. But that when that thing is taken away, then we realize, say for example, a friend of yours, when a friend of yours is always close to you or near you, you don't give that much importance. But say For example, the friend has got is going into a new city or went into a new city, and you are living without him, then you really know the absence, you feel the absence of the friend. So that way, that is also applicable to the language or other things that you have. So when things are closely with us or with us all the time, easily available, we take it for granted. But when that thing is taken away, we really feel its absence. People become oblivious to their language and eventually lose nationalism. So if you do not hold fast to your language, certainly you are going to not be very much part of that nation, or if you lose your language, you lose your identity. So language is a part that unites, that language is something that unites people, and subsequently it might come as a result that you might not be able to feel as much patriotic as you were earlier when you're using the language. So language is something that either binds us or divides us. Now another thing is there, linguistic chauvinism. What is this linguistic chauvinism? The belief that the language one speaks is superior in all terms to all other languages is called linguistic chauvinism. What it means is that you consider that your language is the best and other languages are not as good as your language. So this giving too much importance to your language, feeling too much pride in your own language, and thinking that other languages are not as good is called linguistic chauvinism. Chauvinism dwells in the hearts of people who are passionately in love with their own language, but they disrespect other foreign languages. So you respect your own language, but you disrespect other foreign languages. Thus, they praise their language over others. They consider that this is the best language, so you should consider this as the best language. You should learn it, or you should learn your own language. So this is called linguistic chauvinism. To become a true nation lover, every individual needs to hold immense respect to his or her own language. So if you want to be true to your nation, say for example Chinese, they do not, or Japanese, they rarely learn any other language inside their country. Their own language, their only language that they use is Chinese language or Japanese language. They rarely even don't learn much of the English. So there is much less effect of at least Western language in these countries, because they hold fast to their language too much. But to create a humorous, harmonious world, and humorous, but to create a harmonious world, everyone should embrace all the languages with a warm heart. So you should not consider other languages they are bad. You should also accept other languages equally good, though you can have a pride in your own language, but other languages are not that much bad. So this is the introductory part. Now with this input, we are going to discuss what happens in the story, and then we'll try to take some questions that comes at the end. I request you again, please do subscribe to the video so that you can get regular updates from my side. Thank you very much.